I've been changing my walk of life, and you guys are some of the first people to hear about that. Jalin the Tarantula Turner here, but to answer some cool little questions at sweetsweat, the research facility. I got into martial arts, I would say my sophomore year of high school, tried out for the wrestling team, sparked my interest, and then fast forward a couple years later, I started training with some friends, doing some backyard sparring, and the local gym had a fight team tryout. I went to the fight team tryout, made the team, and I've just been fighting ever since. So I chose Tarantula because Anderson Silva was my favorite fighter. He already was a spider. I wasn't gonna, be the spider, like Junior. And I had like a super extensive collection of tarantulas at the time. So I was just like, there hasn't ever been a tarantula in the UFC or a fighter with that nickname. I looked it up, thought it was original. And I thought it was like, also like a cool spin-off towards Anderson Silva. And then, it's really a part of my life, like who I am, so. I love that question. I pick my walkout music based on mood and emotion. And lately, I started my win streak walking out to J. Cole songs. And I was gonna change that vibe after this last fight, but I'm gonna keep it going. And yeah, just keep it like that. Describe myself in 3 words. Dang, that's hard. I haven't ever thought of that. Open-minded, enthusiastic, eternal. Dang, training before a fight's intense. Training 2 to 3 times a day. A lot of meditations, a lot of manifestations, putting myself mentally in the fight before I even get there. A lot of sparring lately, a lot more drilling. Been getting more strategical with my camps. After a fight, the recovery process it's always up and down. It depends on what happened in the fight. I always tend to have an injury after a fight for some reason. I don't know why, but it all depends. I had a fracture like after this last fight in my legs. That was pretty crazy. I don't think there's anything I'm not willing to give up. I lost a lot of attachments to real world and physical things. I was raised Christian my whole life, and I strayed away from it. I resented it so much. I hated all religions at some point in my life. After that last fight, I got like God talked to me. He pretty much showed me a lot of signs that he was still there in my life, and just reinvigorated my spark, got me back in my faith. That was like the missing piece I needed before I could become a champion. I've been changing my walk of life, and you guys are some of the first people to hear about that. Y'all about to make me tear up in here, y'all. Damn, it got deep. Oh, shoot. Favorite video game of all time. Tekken, Soul Calibur 2, Midnight Club 2 Dub Edition. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Any Call of Duty. I love all Call of Duties. I'm feeling great about July 8th. Gonna get a victory for sure. The highlight of my career hasn't happened yet.